from Fulbright, Belgium, and I am here today with Dr. Shannon Chance, a Fulbright scholar in Ireland. Hi, Dr. Chance. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are and where you're from?
Hi, sure. I'm an architecture professor from the United States. I teach at Hampton University, but I also got a PhD from the College of William and Mary. And so part of the reason I got the PhD was actually because I was interested in becoming a Fulbright, and I knew it would make my package more competitive. In fact, I had already earned a 10-year track slot teaching position. So in the States, the master's is the highest level that you need for teaching architecture. But I wanted to get better at research so that I could come be a researcher, and I had my sights set on Ireland. I did that back in 2003. I decided I should be a Fulbright, and so by 2010 I had earned my PhD and started applying for the Fulbright. I had to apply twice, and the second time I actually got it. Pays to be persistent and to keep researching the place you want and to make connections in the place that you want to go and working on your project proposal. And so I finally made it there for the year. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get an extension to stay a little longer, and I'm really enjoying every minute of my Fulbright time.
Great. Dr. Chance has definitely made the most of her Fulbright grant. She's actually currently in Belgium on the intercountry lecturer grant. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that is and how American scholars in Europe can take advantage of that?
Sure. I can tell you what I know about it, which is that the point of Fulbright is that we share knowledge and that we get to know each other, so that people from other countries see what we're about and we see what people from other countries are about. So the U.S. Does cross exchange with 150 some countries, where we bring scholars to the U.S. and send scholars and students and professionals to other places. So it's the target group are people who really want to learn and want to really help other people learn about what Americans are about, and just soak in another culture and really see it pretty deeply. So the intercountry lecturing program is a way for us to share knowledge with more countries than we would reach otherwise. I found out about it from another Fulbright who was going to Malta for 10 days, and he was delivering a lecture while he was there, but he really got a chance to see the place. And so I had just been to a conference in Greece and met a lot of people who were studying all around Europe about how to teach engineering, and that's the topic of the Fulbright that I have, engineering education research. So I contacted a few of the people I'd met from the conference, including Wim van Petersen, who is actually the president of that organization, and he's here in Leuven. And I also contacted somebody from Portugal, and I told both of them, look, there's a grant program that would allow me to come visit, so we could have a chance to talk more about the research we do and the areas that we have overlapping interests between my organizations in the United States, the Dublin Institute of Technology, and your institutions in Belgium and in Portugal. So I just spent the week here in Brussels and Leuven, and I was speaking and visiting people at KU Leuven, Catholic University of Leuven.
That's really neat. And were there any major differences you discovered between researching your topic in Belgium or Portugal or Ireland?
Well, all of us are working hard to kind of get this field recognized, to start contributing to a field that's just emerging, which is about how you teach engineering. And really not how you teach engineering. It's really about how students learn engineering, and the fact that we should be developing and are developing now much better ways to get students engaged in engineering and understanding engineering so they can think much more creatively. And that's the focus of all of our work. And I've just been able to sort of bring the conversation that's happening in these 3 different countries, well, 4 different countries, because I know something about what's going on in the United States, and that bring that together and put it on the table in each place. So each place I've gone, I've done a session that lasted 2 hours, but a lot of that was discussion. Mm-hmm. And here at KU Leuven, I got to work with people who are doing research in architecture and also people who are doing research in engineering education.
Okay. And can you tell us how this fits into your overall teaching career? Was it worth your sabbatical leave?
Definitely. So I was really fortunate that Hampton University granted me a sabbatical. It was something that I was committed to doing whether or not I could get funding from Hampton University, but fortunately they saw the value in it too. It's just really refreshing to go out into the world and get another perspective, get other perspectives on how things are going, and prioritize what's important to you, but also to understand that you're not just a part of the dialogue that's happening on your campus or in your classrooms or among your colleagues at your own institution or even the ones who teach the same thing as you in your own country, that really people all over the world are talking about the same things. They're using slightly different language sometimes, but we need to learn from each other so that we build on the knowledge that all these other scholars and academics are building. And the students too. With this view of student-centered learning, we really see everybody who's involved as being an important contributor to the culture and the knowledge base that's going on with architecture, with engineering education.
Well, we're glad the Intercountry Lecturer Fund allowed you to bring your research to Belgium and Portugal too, so we appreciate you being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
If you're interested in learning more about the Intercountry Lecturer Fund, please check out the Fulbright Belgium website.